Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about a literary device known as personification. As you can see, it has person within it, so it deals with people. Personification is the attribution of human traits to a non-human entity such as an idea or an object. Okay? So we have a non-human entity, whether that be an object or an idea, which is something abstract. We attribute human qualities to these entities, right? So we make them seem human, or we humanize them, right? Now, pay attention here. When these human traits are attributed to animals, it is called anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism. This is where we attribute human qualities to animals, right? So when it comes to animals, it wouldn't be called personification. Personification applies to, yes, non-human entities, but those non-human entities would be ideas or objects. But when it comes to animals, this is the term that we use, anthropomorphism. So what is the purpose of personification? Well, it has three purposes. One, to describe qualities. Two, to make objects more relatable to the reader or listener. And three, create visual imagery. Yes, we use personification to help the reader or listener to imagine what was happening. So if I say lightning dance across the sky, we know lightning, it does not have legs, so it cannot dance. But by saying it dance, we give the reader a vivid image of how the lightning would have, would have behaved, right? Or how it would have looked, right? So we use that expression to describe the lightning. And then by saying dance, we also make it relatable to humans, because when we humanize something, we are making it relatable because we are humans, right? So those are the real purposes of personification. They help us to visualize, right? And they make the objects more relatable to us, right? So those are the purposes of personification. So let's look at some examples. One, my alarm yelled at me this morning. Okay, so we have an object, which is an alarm, and it yelled. It cannot yell because it does not have a voice. Therefore, if we are saying it yelled, we are making it seem human. Okay, so it yelled at me this morning. An alarm is an object, so it does not have a voice. Therefore, attributing the ability to yell to the alarm makes it seem human. So what this is saying is that the alarm went off, and whatever sound you have as the alarm, it was very loud. So that's all that is basically saying by when we say that it yelled at me, telling you to get up. It means that the alarm, the sound of the alarm was very loud, right? So we say yelled as though the alarm has a voice. Two, Christopher Hurdle, yours truly, is confidence personified. Well, yeah, that's true though. Christopher Hurdle is the embodiment of confidence. In other words, if confidence were a person, it would be Christopher Hurdle, right? So here we have a quality, or sorry, we have a concept that is being personified, right? So when we say that Christopher Hurdle is confidence personified, we are saying that if confidence were a person, you know what, confidence is a quality. But if we wanted to attribute, if it were a human, right? Which is not obviously, but if it were a human, it would be Christopher Hurdle. So Christopher Hurdle is the embodiment of confidence. So we would say Christopher Hurdle is confidence personified. Yeah. So if we were to look in the dictionary for the word confidence, you would see Christopher Hurdle as a definition, as opposed to having a written definition. That would be like a example of confidence. So we can also say confidence exemplified. Right. So this is another example of personification. We're giving a quality, or we're attributing a quality to a human, right? Or we're making a quality seem as though it is human. So confidence personified would be Christopher Hurdle. 3, justice is blind. So justice is a concept. Justice is a concept which means that it is impossible for it to see. Therefore, attributing blindness to justice humanizes it. Yes. So if we say justice is blind, then we are saying that justice has eyes, so it cannot see. Right? So we're making it seem human. So yes, this would be another example of personification. So, brief recap. Personification is the attribution of human qualities to non-human entities. These non-human entities would be ideas or objects, okay? When we attribute human qualities to animals, it is called anthropomorphism, right? And the basic purposes of personification is to help the reader to visualize what is happening, basically, or it helps the reader to relate better to the object or idea, because we are humans, right? All right, that brings us to the end of this lesson on personification. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.